Right guys, welcome back to another episode of Hoonicorn versus the World. This episode, number 4, or the 4th race or challenge, shall we say, the 4th drag race, is I don't know what I'm saying. I've just lost my train of thought. Episode 4 is the next episode. It's 8-second all-wheel drive Audi RS3. That was a tongue twister. An 8-second all-wheel drive RS3 Audi versus Ken Block's Hoonicorn 1400 power all-wheel drive Ford Mustang on a 65 chassis. So yeah, as always, guys, if you're enjoying this, drop a comment in the section below and let me know. Let me know what you think. And yeah, let's jump straight into it. So episode 4, let's go. Predictions. I don't know the stats, but the Hoonicorn's going to win. Just saying. That's. By
the way, I don't like this thing.
Close, man.
Welcome to janitor school.
Whose side are you on?
I voted for RS3.
What am I witnessing? It looks like he's going to beat him. Yeah. Oh my God. This is going to be interesting now. I'm excited to see this.
Welcome to Hoonicorn versus the World, a special of This versus That, where we're going to race the Hoonicorn against a bunch of different cars.
The world.
Technically the world. All right, so what do we got going on?
So we're going to race this versus a bunch of random vehicles. And the reason this whole thing came about is Forza. When the Hoonicorn made its way into Forza, we noticed that a lot of kids were taking the Hoonicorn and just racing it versus random things. Everything from trophy trucks to supercars to little 3-wheeled vehicles that look like an egg. When we got the Hoonicorn into Forza, I really made it a big point to make it feel as realistic as possible. When I first tried it, I was like, it's not fast enough. It needs to feel more manic. In real life, this thing feels like it wants to kill me. It feels very manic. So we tried to make it feel that way in the game, and it's very fast. So we took that concept of the kids playing the Hoonicorn and racing other people in a straight line, and we're bringing that to real life. We're gonna drag race it versus supercars, trophy trucks.
Let's not forget that 71 Caprice that's sitting over there.
Well, you have it. Here we go.
So, here we are. So, the Hoonicorn, 1400 horsepower, 6-speed sequential, almost £3,000, twin turbo all-wheel drive. We've seen that one before. But we've got an 18 model Audi Iros, whatever that is. I've never heard of that before. RS3, pushing 1,100 horsepower, 7-seed dual clutch DQ500. Assuming that's a special 7-speed dual clutch, £3,000. So it's more or less the same as the Hoonicorn, but it's got a ball bearing turbo and it's all-wheel drive as well. So the only thing I think that's letting the RS3 down is the horsepower. Just seeing that the horsepower and the Hoonicorn's also got a twin turbo is the only thing letting it down. But from what we've seen in the little the prelim clips, it's pushing on him, which is crazy.
All right, so hands down, this matchup, the one I'm most excited about. obviously, because there's 4 rings. And this is a car that made you a believer.
Dude, I remember we went to Vegas, we visited Hank's shop, and I was like, whatever. And then as soon as I saw it go, damn, that thing is loud. Ow. Wow. And then I got to ride along. That thing is bad. That shit is badass. That was it. Changed me forever. I am converted.
But this is like the hero of the Audi community. So without further ado, so this thing looks very much...
By the way, I don't like this thing.
Why?
Because it's an all-wheel drive car. I like all-wheel drive cars. I study all-wheel drive cars. I've never seen an all-wheel drive car that looks like this.
Because it looks like a sleeper?
Yeah, well but it looks like off-road truck wheels with some giant overstuffed tire.
But you realize that's not for aesthetic. That's
I
so
know.
he doesn't spin the tire on the wheel.
We used to mark them with stripes, and you'd see it every pass. You'd spin the tire 8 inches, 10 inches on the rim. So these are absolutely radials. Now I don't have a ton of experience on these because we do run a bias ply normally. This is a radial class tire. It's not a bias ply, so.
Did you bring the biases too?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
So we just brought these.
So what he's saying is he has another tire that's faster that he didn't bring.
So
that's confidence.
It doesn't have as much wrinkle in it. The thing with these is they say that they're just axle killers, they're just drivetrain killers, because they don't have that squish that a bias ply has to kind of soak up the drivetrain lash.
Well, I hope you don't break anything.
Well, me too.
But it sounds like the exhaust is coming out of somewhere up there.
Yeah. But like I noticed this before. That's a carbon Kevlar door.
Yeah. So we got some new doors for this season. Some carbon Kevlar, dropping a little weight out of the car.
I was expecting to see a baby seat back
Well,
there.
the last time we saw this car, it had an interior, right? So you've dropped a bit of weight.
Yep.
Do you know what the weight is?
It's right under 3,000 pounds right now.
All right.
So for a modern car, it's pretty light.
Wait, how much horsepower?
Probably around 1,100. We'll see how fast you are.
And that's without nitrous.
What? Wait, I thought our numbers were pretty equal there.
I've been here all day long. I keep watching The Magician with the Motec shirt on, and the car just keeps getting faster and faster all day long.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, so pop the hood. Let's see what this grocery getter has. Yeah, it looks stock, other than that huge...
Woody Harrelson?
Wait, what looks stock?
This looks stock. This is like a lot, that's a lot.
I've seen bigger.
Aluminum comes.
Yeah, it's stockish. You know why that happened? Because you blew so much boost, they blew the plate out.
So you may be wondering why there's dents in the hood. Would you like to show them?
That's how that happens. Look at that. That's a lot of boost.
Yeah, we run like 55, 60 pounds of boost.
It's funny how easily he brings that out, and other drag racers that were here earlier, like, it's a giant mystery. I like this though. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like 5.
Yeah, that's what makes it sound good.
How big is the turbo?
So this is a 72 millimeter. So Zona Rotor makes the turbo. It's rated at 105 pounds per minute. So we can get about 1,100 horsepower with this kit. This is a kit we sell. People daily drive this kit pretty routinely. It's a good solid kit to get cars into the 8s, pretty full weight.
So
wait. Yeah, just nonchalantly.
It's a kit that daily drives and runs 8 seconds. You have an 8.4 time slip on this thing?
Yeah, so I've run 843 in this car, probably about 300 pounds heavier than the car is
That's
now.
full tilt?
But that's on a prep strip. A surface like this is completely different. So you can't feed in much power until the car starts moving. But yeah, the cylinder heads are great, so we just throw a lot of boost at them. They eat it up.
But I think the thing you need to explain is the transmission, because that's really the secret sauce of what makes this thing.
The way DSG works is you just have 2 clutches. One's on the even gears and one's on the odd gears. So pretty much what it's doing is it's opening a clutch. When you're in first gear, it just has second gear ready. With second that you're ready to shift, it just transitions. Pretty fast shifts back and forth. It makes it to where you can kind of have a sequential. Purists get really bent about dual clutch transmissions, they call them autos. Like growing up, sequential transmissions were everything. You're like, oh, I want a sequential transmission. So like the OEM said, hey, we'll give you one with synchros that shifts in 90 milliseconds and is a wet clutch so it lasts forever. The general public's like, oh, that's an automatic.
Because you can't clutch kick it.
Because you can't clutch kick it. So cool transmission, it's super efficient.
Does it do donuts?
It can do donuts.
There you go, that's it.
This has an LSD in the rear so we can toss it around.
All right, so you want to take a look at the Hoonicorn?
Yeah, let's do it.
There we go.
It's a 1965 Mustang. It's pretty much stock under the hood.
Yeah.
Only thing left is the roof, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got some turbos.
I see two injectors per cylinder, which usually means
let's. I know you'll appreciate this under the hood.
So that usually means it's running on methanol. If there's 2 injectors per cylinder, would be my guess, but I could be wrong.
Well, without an intercooler, we had to keep the engine, cool somehow.
This thing's a monster. What all drive system is it using?
It's State Ave.
Oh, okay.
So
it's the same system that we use in all the rallycross cars.
Yeah,
it's just beefier. This one was originally built for Dakar vehicles.
This thing doesn't break too many parts anymore, does it? Just runs.
Yeah, just kind of goes.
Well, the whole idea of it too, though, was a lot of horsepower, but on a tire, not like a drag tire that's got so much grip. So
Right. Yeah, this thing's nasty. I've watched this car for quite a while. I'm pretty pumped to play with it.
It's violent.
What kind of power?
1400.
1400.
So it feels like
It's
it wants to
healthy.
kill me.
Runs on Motec. It's
When it's chewing up 315s like that, it's
yeah, and it revs to 8,500.
How much does it weigh though?
The whole car about 2,800 with Ken in it.
I think it's closer to 3,000.
3,000.
So it sounds to me, just observing it, that you're riding the limiter 135, 140 miles an hour. Does that sound about right?
No, you were getting one.
See the smile?
See, he's starting to get he's starting to get
He's getting competitive. Look at this.
No, he's like, I don't know how fast it is. He's like, I already popped the hood, kid. Go get in your blue car. Well, I think the real question is how many laptops do you have with you today versus how many laptops does
I have
Ken
two.
I think they have 3.
Ah.
So.
Got him!
Well, one of my calibrator has Crocs on. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Hurt, you didn't bring the Crocs today?
I don't want to hurt anyone today.
Well,
If he loses, so this is actually a much more mild version than originally. When we first set up the fueling on this, it was running a lift pump and then
Gotcha.
and then double pumps.
gotcha.
So now we've gotten it with the air motors, we've
sorry.
gotten it down to
Just kicking it.
two pumps with a lift.
Yeah, it's a beast. It's a monster car. Definitely not a drag car.
No, but it seems to be really fast.
No, as I'm getting down the straightaway, it's doing this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's doing that in front of drag cars. So
Yeah.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Are we running slicks versus street tires?
for the first run, we will. We'll give them that.
Let's
Are
see
you,
how
are
it
you
stacks.
slightly worried about
Yes.
this car?
Whoa!
Those
That's
are
not
actually
your crinklies.
radials.
That's a radials.
Those are radials.
They're radials.
the numbers.
They're cheater radials.
You'll look at it. It says radial on it.
That tire saying radial is like lying on your application for a job. Yeah, I've totally done that before.
I've been to a college.
I'm not a felon. Oh wait. Well, I actually feel bad because I miscommunicated. I told him to bring radials, meaning also bring radials. But he normally shows up on full wrinkles, so he's actually at a disadvantage.
Oh, I feel better now.
You see, this is it. You know, it's proper drag cars in the Hoonicorn.
I'll tell you this: it'll whoop
It's
anything
made
and
for
everything
going
that
fast
Soupy's
and
ever done.
sideways.
They made me sign a waiver earlier, and I said, you know what? If I do die, Scotto can have my Ur Quattro. It'll be the only fast Audi he ever owns. His car? Yeah. I saw his car 20 years ago when he was getting built in his garage
It's
in
not
New
much
York.
further ahead. Yeah.
Put some
you're right.
KWs on. He's like, it's going to be running in like 3 months.
Oh man. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here for predictions. I can't root against the RS3. I just can't. I've sat in this car. I've sat in that car, and this car feels faster. But dyno, this car feels faster.
I'm gonna go with not betting against the Hoonicorn just because I don't really know enough about this car other than it's really fast.
Just based on looking at these wheels alone, I'm going with the RS3. This might be one of the rare times that I'm betting against.
I'm gonna have to go with the corn.
Ken's going to take him Janitor University, and he's going to give him a crash course on getting mopped up.
I was converted when I met Hank and got to sit and do some ride-alongs in this. And Hank might be sandbagging a little bit because they didn't talk about the spray. They mentioned it, but we didn't talk about it. A car, a four all-wheel drive car is going to win. That's all I'm gonna say.
I honestly don't know. But I have not seen anything beat the Hoonicorn. But this looks like a pretty gnarly car. I'm with Chase. Put me in the middle.
My opinion, and I hope it's right, the Hoonicorn wins. That's my opinion. Yes, Ken.
Oh shit! Whoa!
Lock your nigga on it. Hoonicorn, mate. Yeah, they miles a car.
What was that? Who's got the radio? Who's got the radio?
Damn! Woo! Unicorn!
Fire!
By a car?
Unicorn by a car lane.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't start dancing now.
No, we're getting it. We're getting it.
Oh, janitor school. Took him to janitor school.
Hank granted 80%.
Who are you? Whose side are you on
I
here?
voted for RS3.
We already know whose side he's on.
From here, it looked like
from
mops.
here it looked like they were even. No mopping. Mopped. You can claim mopping when they mop. Don't get out of your fucking league when they don't.
Mopped.
Hey, you better turn them up.
Turn it up.
You better turn them up.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
I thought he might pull on me later, like who knows what would have happened, and like he was right there, and then I just looked like started creeping away from him.
You want to go swap tires, or are you keeping these things on?
I don't know.
He told Ken's boys to turn it up. He goes, you better turn it up. No. Yeah. Because that was his tactic.
Hurt. You got to get the mop bucket out?
It's already out and half full.
What do you think, Skip?
Street tire, that's what I want to say.
Are you swapping?
Oh, God. Stick your tires on.
My eyes are like, it's just from the oh my God.
Round 2.
Hoonicorn, let's go. Let's go. Oh, the Audi's got him.
We don't know the results yet. What are the results?
The results of your eye test.
What are the results?
What was it, Diego?
By how much?
RS3 by one car length.
Whoa! How's that
Damn.
mop doing?
What? That's not a mopping.
You liar! Oh,
That's
see,
a-
but last time it was?
That's a drag car.
Last time it was?
That's a drag car.
last-
I'm gonna wrap it out with that.
Well done, sir.
Hey, let me just use my electric windows.
Oh, yeah, streetcar. Can you go again, or do you guys need a cool down again?
I need to cool down once.
Okay.
I don't got time for this.
I'm just gonna give it a bit more.
Okay.
Do it.
Tuning it now. We've got to put some proper power down.
Round 3.
Hoonicorn's got it. Hoonicorn smashed him, hey. On the pool, absolutely dominating. That. Clean him out. Locked up, mate. Look at him. Absolutely killed it.
Damn, that's a race.
Damn! That was close. Damn!
Mop it up. Only this lane. Only this lane.
Can they do another one? Can we just
Can we, one more for fun. One more.
I say it.
All right, so Ken won, best out of 3. Straight up, the most fair race we've ever ran. But we're gonna try to run one more time, just because we want to see what happens.
Bonus round.
Bonus round.
bop. Oh, hold on. Let me just, I forget. How do you mop? That's a mop. That's like 4 cars.
Well, it lost best of 3, so.
Actually, that last one was a race and he broke on it. So that's best out of 5. So the Audi won best out of 5.
That Audi's definitely blue though, right?
100% blue.
100% blue. Yeah. All right, sir. You lost, but you kind of still won in my heart, so thank you. Even losing like that is still winning to me. You guys are great.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You actually made Ken try today, so like he was actually warming up his tires for you. He actually changed his tires for the more drag appropriate tire. What was the last one?
Wait, no numbers, no numbers.
There's never been a better time to play Forza.
So yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode 4 of the Hoonicorn versus the World. The first car to actually really test the Hoonicorn. To be fair, I think, you know, for the car, it's not really ripped out much. It's just got the back seats ripped out. Everything else has still got the electronics. It's still, you know, it's probably a road legal car, to be fair. Like, I can't see anything getting as close as that Audi did. That Audi, you know, it beat him a couple times, but yeah, really enjoying watching these and reacting to them. Like I said, eventually I'll get to the Gymkhanas because they're really interesting to watch. Just incredible skill by Ken Block, and then obviously like in this one that you can see in the bottom left. The Hoonicorn Gymkhana Travis Pastrana, the Gymkhana 2020 Travis Pastrana takeover. He basically let one of his old rally teammates, Travis Pastrana, which is very well known for his rally and his motocross and the Nitro Circus stuff. So yeah, we'll get to that eventually. But like always, guys, if you enjoyed, drop a comment below and let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.